This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Harley Race.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
This is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans from around the corner and around the world, welcome to another installment of Wrestling Insiders. I'm Dan Marotti here at MWF Studios, just north of Boston in beautiful Melrose, Massachusetts. John Cena Sr. is on assignment this summer. Let's flash back to the July 29th, 2015 edition of TNA Impact from Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. Fans, keep in mind that you are our tag team partners in keeping Boston Wrestling rolling and continuing to bring you a wide variety of free, great online content with our action-packed Millennium Wrestling Federation live events featuring the superstars and legends of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Time for Talking is done as our Support Indie Wrestling, WrestleThon, Indiegogo campaign, and Mega Raffle are both online now through Monday night, August the 24th. You can win huge prizes and rewards while helping us produce our next MWF live event, as well as finishing our Tony Atlas Studio Shoot Interview documentary DVD. Doesn't get a whole lot better than that, folks. We're not looking for a handout. We've got some big-time perks for wrestling fans generous enough to help with our costs, giving you a chance to be the booker or be the promoter, to say the very least. Boston Wrestling is a giant umbrella of live event and media platform presentations to fans across the globe to be able to enjoy them at no costs. And our MWF Live Wrestling events are ready to heat up the northern part of the U.S. all over again. If you're seeing this video after our summer 2015 cutoff dates, remember, you can still help with a donation at any time using PayPal with the bw@bostonwrestling.com email address to help with our continued productions in 2016 and beyond. WWE Network is heating up in August with SummerSlam August the 23rd in Brooklyn, New York. The Undertaker faces Brock Lesnar for the first time since the streak ended at WrestleMania 30. If you're a new subscriber that hasn't taken advantage of your free WWE Network month yet, use the links below and start enjoying WWE tonight. You can also help us out by doing your shopping on Amazon.com and WWEshop.com using our links below. No matter what you buy, even non-wrestling items over on Amazon, we get a small kickback for leading you their way, and it does not increase your purchase total 1 cent. It's a great way to help us out while you do your regular shopping, and it allows us to bring you even more great content. We'd also be happy if you joined us by subscribing for free to our YouTube channel. Starting to close in on 800 free videos for your viewing pleasure. If you enjoy what you see, share it with friends, and click the like button on YouTube so it'll showcase our giant library to more and more professional wrestling fans. Want to say before I begin this bad boy, I support professional wrestling. I want everyone to succeed, to grow more fans, and to create more jobs. But on weeks like this, it's hard for me to keep my big mouth shut. First, the results. Show opened up with Austin Aries. He was upset that he was left out of the #1 contenders match the previous week. Bully Ray said he could have an X Division title shot, but he'd have to work his way up the ladder for any other title opportunity. Rockstar Spud came out and said Aries created opportunities for guys like him, and Aries corrected him. He said he created opportunities for himself, no one else. Aries challenged Spud next week with the stipulation that if Rockstar wins, Aries leaves TNA. If Aries wins, he gets the Rockstar name. This was quote-unquote, "Are you shitting me bad?" Does anyone think that Rockstar Spud in featured segments on Impact is going to help the company's presentation? Is it going to impress TV networks? Is it going to sell a ticket? Is it going to sell a pay-per-view? Is it going to sell a piece of merchandise? Or even stop a viewer from changing the channel? I mean, this was mind-blowing to me in a bad way. Eric Young defeated Chris Melendez in another match that nobody cared about. Nothing has been done to get Melendez over other than the fact he lost his leg as a hero serving the country, and while he deserves much respect for that, it has nothing to do with the man's ability as a professional wrestler. Eric Young's heel turn as an undercard, midcard guy would have been fine, other than the fact he was presented as a complete and utter idiot for almost 10 years. No one's buying, and TNA needs something to sell. TNA Knockouts champion Brooke defeated Marty Bell of the Dollhouse. Dollhouse is one of the worst gimmicks of the year. Brooke isn't that good. TNA needs something to sell, and nobody's buying this. More uninspired TNA product. Up next, we had a video package on Tigre Uno. Not a bad idea for an international talent, but most of this nonsense was focused on Donald Trump. TNA needs something to sell, and nobody's buying it. An hour into the show, we had the first good segment with an in-ring confrontation between the TNA World Champion EC3 and Matt Hardy. Hardy announced that his chosen stipulation for their championship match is going to be a Full Metal Mayhem bout. I could go into the fact that the Full Metal Mayhem matches have been done to death on free TV, but you know what? Something needs to stand out as good here. Jeff Hardy also made his return during the segment, saying he was healing up and he'd be back soon, something to look forward to. Always good to see EC3 out there. He's able to carry whatever material is given to him. But up next, you had Magnus and Mickie James defeating James Storm and Serena in the blow-off to one of the worst feuds in years. This was the apparent swan song of Magnus in TNA, who never got over, and No One Will Care is gone. Last week, the announcers were supposed to credibly put over that Serena was some kind of a threat that we should know, and as I sat there watching it, I had no idea who she was. I don't think many fans will ever forget James Storm throwing Mickie James onto the train tracks, and for all the wrong reasons. Feature of the show, this was really good. Jeff Jarrett inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame, and I hope this segment does a strong rating, if nothing else, on the show. Was a great, sincere speech thanking a wide variety of people. It's a shame fans had to sit through so much boring, uninspired nothing to get to this point of the program. You know, I really don't think the veteran from Hendersonville, Tennessee's true impact, no pun intended, is going to be felt until he walks away into the sunset. I want to like TNA. I want to like all wrestling shows. I want to look forward to seeing TNA every week, not wait for it to end. TNA's taping schedule is a unique one. It's going to run into some hiccups from time to time, but man, this one was brutal. I realize that there are budgets and contracts that have to be met, but this entire product needs a major, major overhaul, as it's filled with a roster that people really don't care about. No one is invested in point blank, no one wants to see. TNA needs to be impressing people right now, from fans to TV networks, to keep the train going. So Impact has a home, and it sure feels like it's stalling out on the train tracks right now. It's depressing to watch. For every EC3 segment or good match that you see, you have 3 or 4 duds. Every Wednesday is an opportunity for TNA until there aren't any Wednesdays anymore. And at that point, who are you going to blame for not having a TV show? Would love to know what you thought of TNA this week. Feel free to share your opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget that our Support Indiegogo... Would love to know what you thought of TNA this week. Feel free to share your opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget that our Support Indie Wrestling Indiegogo campaign and Mega Raffle runs through Monday night, August the 24th, where you can win thousands of dollars worth of great wrestling merchandise while helping us produce our next MWF Live event and complete our Tony Atlas Studio Shoot Interview documentary DVD. It's going to be a good one. Running out of time here, folks. Until we speak again, you and yours, be well.